Hey, what's up? It's your friend Austin from Houston. And I got some pretty interesting, I got some bad news and I got some news that is not bad. Here, let's start with the good news. Let's start with the sales price. Guess what? Home values are going up. Yes, 425,900 in the month of March. We're almost back to where we were back in May. We hit 441. So we've been dropping every month. Surprisingly, we dropped in February. And then if you look at April is shaping up. So we're not done yet, but 437. So good news is home values are increasing. However, it's taking longer. It's taking quite a bit longer. So let me show you what I mean. 59 days in the month of March. We come over to April. Things are speeding up, but we got one more week to see that. Look, 59. We haven't had a month this slow. You go back. It's been a while. February. What happened in February of that year? Let's do yellow. 2020. Isn't that weird? Because we all remember what happened in March. So this is the slowest that it has been. So right now we're at 52. Is it speeding up? Stay tuned until next week to find your sales price. Here's something that is fascinating to me is this original price versus sold price. And you go back all the way to January 2015. Back in those old days, it was common for a house to sell 30%, 25% below the original list price. We got December around 2021. That year, we were in the 90s. A lot of my listings were like at 105 to 110. Things were going above asking. That was absolutely crazy. So these trends are certainly, they're an indicator of market conditions. You look at the last couple of months, though, 85, 84, so we're still about 15. So what does that tell us? If you list your home for $500,000, on average, the average $500,000 single family house in the Houston market is actually going to sell for $437,000. You're already 13% or 15% high. So very interesting. Now, something very fascinating I want to show you before we look at the interest rates right here is let's look at sold listings. The average month, 2024, we were selling about 7,000 a month. Same thing in 23. It really hadn't changed. It was a little busier. 22, obviously, we were like 9,000. That was our busiest year. It's 2021. Slowed down a little bit in 2022, even more in 23, even more in 24. Right now, it's like slower. Things are just taking longer and the amount of sales are less. So I've got this new metric I want to share with you because I think it is pretty interesting. And then we'll end it right here. This is new listings. In the month of April, we've had 14 new listings, 14,000 new listings. We go back to sold. In April, we've had less than 5,000 actually sell. We're averaging like 5,000 sold, even though 3 times as much of that is actually hitting the market. 38,000 active single family listings. What is the reason? Well, I think you know my opinion. It's this. It's a pure indication that buyers are willing to buy if the price is right. And I think that it's an indication that if you're motivated to sell and you need to sell your home, it's important to price it right. And if you don't price it right, it ends up selling for less. However, pricing it well, mixed with good marketing, hiring a very good real estate agent, that is the secret recipe to success. Interest rates, what happened? Did we go up? Do we go down? We went down just a hair. We're still kind of up since March 6th. Kind of stayed the same. In the last week, you might have noticed that they jumped up to 6.83, came down a little bit. So kind of stabilizing, maybe. I don't know. They may go up, maybe they'll go down. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but I appreciate you watching. Again, this is Austin from Houston. I'm here to educate, empower, to teach and help you understand more about the real estate world. Have a great day. Bye. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me today and watching to the end. If this video helped you out, please like, subscribe, really helps support the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a move. Again, It's Austin from Houston with Checkmate Real Estate. Thank you so much for watching. If you need anything, have any questions, need any help with your real estate transaction needs or the meaning of life, give me a call. Bye.